You guys know I was not gonna sit this one out. Today we have the Orgy 2 palette. I can't wait to do this look that you see right here on camera with you guys, talk about the palette, give you my thoughts and feedback. And if you are a fan of Jeffree Star Cosmetics or you're just very curious about the brand, please go ahead, hit like and subscribe because I cover a lot of JSC content here on my channel. All right guys, let's get into this review. Who is ready for the Orgy 2?
It's time to stop!
I said, who's ready for the orgy?
Help me!
It's a new palette! Y'all, this is it. It makes me uncomfortable. Even worse, I just put this man's butt in my face. Let's see what's inside. And we get a naked Jeffree again. But the inside, my guys, is so pretty, and I'm very curious to see if it's worth having to deal with all the nudity. So we've got 30 shades, and unlike in the original Orgy, which only has the matte shades, we also have the shimmer shades here. So let's go ahead and start off by swatching just the shimmer shades. My nails look disgusting from hair dye, so I do apologize in advance. Well, let's go. Y'all, this is buttery. Also, I cut my arm, so there's that. Then we have Snowballing. Oh, very blinky, very pretty. First one was Intense, in case I didn't say. This one is called Grower. I don't know how much longer I can do this job. Then we have Pegging. It definitely looked different in my mirror. Back to back. Starhole. Glazed. Mealtime. Esophagus. This is probably the one that makes me feel the most uncomfortable. It's called Donkey Punch. We've got Backbreaker, Never Enough, Size Matters, Lioness, and Endless. That one's really cool. I got this palette from Beautylish, but you can also get one from JeffreeStarCosmetics.com. And I do have a separate one coming for, you guessed it, a giveaway. But let's try out a look. We definitely want to see if the quality is there. So far, I was very pleased with all the shimmery shades. I think that they're just pristine. I don't think that they're going to give us a lot of fallout, but we have to try it out to be sure. So let's get into it. All right, so let's start out with Shower. This one is a little bit on the peachy, but really just a neutral tan. Unfortunately, guys, I think this one is about the same color as my skin tone, so I'm not sure if it's going to show up on camera. And of course, this palette is brand spanking new. No pun intended. Now let's dive into Ex-Boyfriend. This one's a little bit warmer of a tan. I'm happy to see that this one is a little bit more warm toned than what we got with the original Orgy. I felt like Orgy is a little bit more flat and grungy, which is fine if that's your vibe, but I personally have always gravitated more towards a warmer tone palette. And if you are a Jeffree Star Cosmetics collector, please sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think is going on this year because we've never waited so long for a palette to drop in the year. And guys, I started out with a low gradient, so now we're gonna go for a deeper gradient. Let's go for Radar right here. And then there's another weird thing that stood out to me. You guys tell me if you caught this. Did you guys see where Jeffree said that this was the first time that he's ever done a part 2 to a palette? That was so weird. He already has the Beauty Killer 2. Did he forget? Was it that forgettable? Honestly, out of all of his palettes, that one is my least favorite. And I don't own the original Beauty Killer, just the Beauty Killer 2.
You missing out. It's my favorite palette.
You don't own it, Polylog. Be quiet.
I've kept it hidden from you all these years.
You are pissing. Also, did you guys miss me? Because I definitely missed you all. Let's go with this medium chocolate shade called Cabinwood. I feel like I've been living in Jeffree's world because my world has been nothing but drama all year long. You know how Jeffree was always saying like that drama just follows him or whatever? It feels like it's been following me. All right, now I'm going in with Role Play. Y'all, some of these names, I have no idea what they're supposed to mean, and can I just say that I'm glad? I don't know about y'all, but I'm over the shock value names. I feel like that started being popular in the 90s, and now I'm just done. All of us who are in the makeup world, nothing shocks us anymore. Maybe these names embarrass us, but shocks us? No, not anymore. We've seen and heard it all. Okay, well, let's play around with these shimmer shades. Now, the one that I thought was the prettiest is Intense. So I already swatched that on my hand for you guys. Let's try it on my eyes without any spray. Yeah, I love this color. It's somewhere in between like a beige and a silver, which I think always brings out my blue eyes. You guys have seen me do this time and time again. We always go in dry, then we try it wet. Again, no pun intended.
Ew.
So far, all the sparkly / shimmer shades in this palette have been very finely milled on the glitter. So I feel like whatever you're gonna get more of a molten metal satin look versus a really sparkly blingy look. Also being released with this palette are some lip plumping glosses, and I did order all 4. They just haven't gotten here yet. I can't wait to try out those, and I'll probably end up comparing them against Buxom because so far Buxom has my all-time favorite lip plumping gloss. And I think they call theirs a lip cream, but let's be real, it's a gloss. Let's do back to back. Okay guys, what think we so far? I have absolutely nothing to complain about with this palette. I don't think that you're gonna get a ton of fallout. Everything is super blendable, very pigmented, exactly what you would expect from the JSC line. I do want to give myself a little bit more depth on the corners, so let's go in with, I think it's called Double Header, just to deepen things up a little bit more. Now this one is coming off a little bit more powdery than some of the other ones that we've tried. I saw a little bit of kick up and I see a little bit under my eye right now. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera or not. And I shouldn't have done that, but I am not smart. So guys, I have the feeling with Jeffree releasing everything more slowly now that we're not going to see another palette this year. Let me know what you guys think, but also let me know what palettes you're looking forward to seeing launch. We're almost in that fun release time of the year where the best makeup comes out. And my guys, I am here for it. Okay, one sec to work my mascara and eyeliner magic. All right, we're back. So lashes and liner are done. Let's put on, I'm not sure if I want to go with Mannequin or Gemini. These are both looking kind of crusty and I probably shouldn't use them as they are expired. However, I have no common sense. So let's try it. This is Gemini. It still smells like bubble gum, so I think we're in the clear. I don't think I'm gonna die, at least not from this. Okay, and then I think in the middle I will put Mannequin. Oh, this one's really dry.
Hole in one.
So guys, what are my final thoughts on this palette? First off, hate the packaging, although I will say it is a step up from the last Orgy palette. I do like this better than the first Orgy palette simply because we do get those shimmer shades in with the palette. I don't need a little second mini to go with it. This one is a complete palette in my opinion. I feel like the shade range is also better. This one is slightly warmer, or at least it offers more warm tone shades than the original Orgy. So yeah, I'm glad to have this in my Jeffree Star collection. Stay tuned because shortly I will have a giveaway for this palette and I would love to see one of you win it. Again, the palette is $62. You can get it from Beautylish or from JeffreeStarCosmetics.com. Just know that you will get it a lot faster if you go through Beautylish. That's how I got this one, and I ordered from Jeffree Star's own website first. And lastly, let me know what you think of this look. I've started overlining my lips. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm sure you did. I believe all my filler has metabolized at this point. It's been around 2 years since I got them done. I'm debating getting them done again because I just think that with the style being this sort of overlined look, I feel like I can get away without the needle going into my lips. But you guys, let me know what you think. I'm so glad you all tuned in. If you like the look of the palette, I'm certain you're gonna like it when you try it out on your eyes. My one little teeny criticism for the palette is the darkest matte shade. It did give me a little bit of fallout, more so than any of the other shades, but it wasn't insanely bad or anything like that. So I'd give this palette an A-. I actually think that this would make a better wedding palette than the Star Wedding palette did. And with that, my friends, we are out of time for today. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Just know that I've missed you all so much. I can't wait to get caught up with you. If you liked this video, don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done so already, because if not, both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. Bye.